Welcome back. My name is Master Johnson, here to make things make sense for you. If you're just now seeing my face, my energy is so magnetic. It only does one of two things. It attracts those that are ready for it, repels away those that are not. Feel free to do the things with the buttons. This is part 2 of aligning your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions for practical, sustainable, and more fun. In other words, in your business, in your success of your legacy, in your success of longevity. See, I've been able to build, scale, and ultimately fail many businesses. I've had businesses that have made me all kinds of money. I have business that has made me all kinds of money, but has also given me all kinds of problems. I've seen a lot of things really come to fruition, thinking that it all was finally manifesting the way that I thought it, just to watch it all crumble, burn down right before me time and time again, until I recognized what thoughts, feelings, and emotions, while being in the correct alignment, can do. So first things first, you are more spiritual than you are physical. The ideas you have, the visions that you have, they come from someplace. We're going to go ahead and say the spiritual plane. Now, you also are operating on 2 other planes of existence, quite frankly a lot more, but for the sake of the video, you have a spiritual plane, you have a mental plane, and you have a physical plane. Any ideas that you get inside of your mind come from spirit, right? Believe it or not, spirit is actually where a majority of your essence is. It is your tie to your intelligence. Now, for me, it's God. It's Jesus. For you, whoever it is for you, ultimately, what I'm looking for you to understand is there is a higher form of intelligence at which we are consistently and continuously connected to. Now, when everything is in alignment, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, you are feeling good, you are thinking good, and you are moving in what feels like a natural flow of your day, your hour, and or your life, well then, my friends, congratulations. You're not forcing, you're flowing. Now, with understanding the power of flow allows you to also be able to orchestrate each and every single step by aligning through that inner intelligence that is going to be taking you on those orchestrated steps. So essentially, it's this simple. There's your way, and then there's the way of intelligence. For me, like I said, it's God. See, when they were asking Jesus, and I mentioned this in part 1, how are you doing all these things? He says, I do nothing. I'm a vessel at which God operates through. I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I. What does that mean? The intelligence inside of you, the God inside of you, automatically will pull everything through you as long as you are in alignment with the deepest parts of yourself. Now, what does that look like? The deepest parts of yourself look like safety, look like relaxation, look like acceptance. You know what it looks like? It looks like the harmony of your masculine as well as your feminine. See, during the course of my career of building businesses, helping businesses build, helping executives, entrepreneurs, etc., through the course of that, it was my hard work that was actually an expression of my scarcity. Yes, it was an expression of my lack-based mentality. It was an expression of my lack of belief. So instead of me aligning to that intelligence inside of myself, I put the weight on my shoulders, right? So what ended up happening is here comes my discipline, my hustle, my sacrifice. Here comes the chase. Here comes actually what I was accustomed to. I would prefer that. But as I had mentioned and said earlier in this video, my hustle, my sacrifice, my struggle, my ambition can and has brought me a lot of success. Holy shit, but let me tell you, when I get into alignment with that intelligence, when I get into that feminine energy, when I start to relax into the power that I have, then I come to realize and recognize that I am not taking inspired action. I'm taking aligned action, which then leads to the inspiration, which then leads to the inspired actions. So long story short, when Neville says creation is finished, that's not a lie. It is your belief in your state of being and your association to what you see in your head and what you feel in your heart. The association is, this is what I am lacking, or this is what I am accepting. See, I have had the ambition and have had the vision and the imagination and the feeling states of what it feels like to build, to own and to operate a multi-million-dollar business, speaking, mentoring, and coaching, enlightening other individuals on how to have alignment for prosperity and personal professionalism, whatever you want to call it. But that vision was for me to accept. It was not for me to go create and build. Reason is I spent 13 years trying to create and build it. And then it got to a point where I was so broke and I felt so broken that the only thing that I had was not dollars in my bank account. It was a vision that I had in my head, a connection to the feeling state in my heart. And essentially I got so bad to the point to where I had to break my own will so that I could submit to the intelligence inside of me. And then because I have been able to do that, stay loyal to the correct perception or correct feeling state, well then through that, my submission to the God within me has allowed God's ways to be able to pull it all the way through me. Now I want you to understand, when Jesus says, I and my Father are one, he did not say, I and my Father are separate. That's what religion says. Spirituality teaches identification. Religion teaches separation. What I want you to understand is when you identify the God within you, you understand the image that you have in your imagination. You stay in alignment with good feeling states. Well, then naturally, once again, you will be led to the aligned actions that lead to the inspired actions, and 8 billion people in their unconscious minds will shift to bring you exactly what it is that you are desiring. Because my friend, the word desire literally means of God. So why do you have these ideas from the spiritual plane that have been able to manifest first in the mental plane and then make themselves to basically become manifest or accepted in the physical plane? Is because the desire is of God. And when you operate in God within you, well then that intelligence pulls it all the way through you. I made a video on the law of correspondence explaining exactly this. Now, I don't want this video to go too long. Again, this is part 2. But essentially, all you need to understand is if it was about thinking, you would have been there by now. If it was about doing, you would have been there by now. What if it's about accepting, allowing, and the continuous release of fear, doubt, and worry? What if I told you that law of attraction has nothing to do with attracting things, but it has everything to do with letting go of the negative thoughts, programmings, and beliefs that are holding you exactly where you are, causing you to take action out of those negative thoughts, feelings, and beliefs? There's so much more to this, guys. What I'd recommend that you do is, if you'd like a little bit more assistance in this, I do have a community. I do have some opportunities for you to work a little bit closer with myself. Should you feel inclined, find the waitlist form somewhere down here in the comments or descriptions. Put your name on that waitlist form. My team and I will get to you as soon as we can. It's quite the list, but do not wait. Obviously, you'll be brought into my community. We'll be able to aid and assist you in ways that are specific and exclusive to that. However, if you're more in an information gathering stage, remember, implementation teaches what information cannot, and that, my friend, is experience. Beautiful video here. Rewatch this. Let me know your thoughts inside of the, comments. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing this community and this channel grow. My name is Master Johnson, and always remember, you are not the victim to your life, my friend. You are the architect of it. However, it's going to require a master architect. Don't be a victim. Be a master. I'll see you guys on the other side. Until then, take care.